So today I want to talk to you guys about the top 3 tax deductions that can save you over $100,000 in taxes, okay? So if you're a child care owner, it's very important that you pay attention to these 3 top tax deductions, as they are going to save you a tremendous amount of money, okay, this 2021 tax season, okay? So the first top tax deduction that you need to be knowledgeable about is depreciation, okay? If you are a child care owner and you have fixed assets, such as child care, playground equipment, such as a fence that you install to segregate yourselves from surrounding areas for your child care, or any business vehicles that you have that you're depreciating on a month-to-month basis, this is a huge tax deduction for you as the child care owner, as it's going to save you well over thousands and thousands of dollars in taxes. So you definitely want to make sure that you have kept good records of your fixed assets that you have put into place in the 2021 year, and that you have taken depreciation on, as this is going to tremendously help you during the tax season save in taxes, okay? It's going to minimize your tax liability. Another one of the top deduction strategies is the cost of labor, okay, for your child care. So in the case that, you brought on people to do little odds and ends for your child care that you've actually paid for their labor, you can deduct this for your child care, okay? And who's to say how many people you brought on that, did little odds and ends, different jobs for your child care? You can deduct this as the cost of labor. And when you deduct this as a cost of labor, what that does is that actually decreases your gross profits, okay? So you have not even hit the expense section yet. You're just decreasing your cost of labor or your cost of services. So in the case, like most child care owners, they purchase different nutritional items for their child care, different types of groceries for their child care, because of course you guys do have meals that you provide to your students. So these things, cost of labor, cost of services, these things can be deducted from your profits, okay? That's how you get gross profit. Again, you haven't even hit the expense section. This is just decreasing your gross profits, and that alone can also save you thousands of dollars in taxes, because you are providing meals on a month-to-month basis, sometimes 3 and 4 meals per day, okay? So these costs definitely add up over a 12-month time span, okay? So we talked about depreciation. We've talked about cost of labor, cost of services. Last but not least, another huge tax benefit that you as a child care owner should take is payroll wages, payroll salaries. So of course that means, yes, you have to have a set payroll system in place. That is why I harp on definitely have a payroll platform in place where you are paying your staff, where you are taking out FICA, which consists of Social Security and Medicare, where you're taking out state unemployment tax, federal unemployment tax, any type of federal tax. All of that means that you have a systematic payroll system set in place. And yes, all of that is a tax write-off at the end of the year. So there was this child care owner who applied those top 3 tax deduction strategies that I informed you of depreciation, of cost of labor, cost of services, to decrease the profit so that their overall gross profit, for instance, let's just say the child care owner had a $50,000 revenue. Okay, let's say they had cost of labor, cost of services that totaled 10 grand. Okay, so their gross profits are what? 50 minus 10, $40,000. So what that means is that, like I said, the expenses haven't even hit yet, and already their profits, their gross profits have decreased just by including that cost of labor and the cost of services. So this is why it's such a big deal, because it's definitely going to help you decrease your tax liability. Also, we talked about payroll wages, payroll salaries. Always have a systematic payroll system in place, because at the end of the year, when it's time for you to file your taxes, all of these things are a tax write-off. So as I was saying, there was a child care owner who implemented all 3 of those tax strategies and saved well over $100,000 in taxes, okay? As well as operating at a profit for the year. So not only did she save over $100,000 in taxes, she still operated, her childcare operated with a profit for that particular tax year, okay? So these tax deductions are definitely important. And if you need assistance gathering these tax deductions that we spoke about, such as your depreciation, such as your cost of labor, your cost of services, your payroll wages, your payroll salaries, all of that good stuff, there is a link below this video. Go ahead and click the link and I will reach out to you and assist you in the case that you need help and you are wanting to save thousands of dollars in taxes and not paying more than your fair share in taxes, okay? So I hope this helps you guys. I look forward to speaking